All right, here's a video review for Newage, Hephaestus, their version of Devastator. So finally, all 6 Constructicon reviews are complete, and here's the final combiner mode. As I promised in the other 6 videos, here they are all in their vehicle mode. The different Constructicons didn't actually get a chance to display them all in vehicle mode. Check out my other videos if you want to see them all in robot mode, but this will be primarily just getting them into their combined mode. Comes in this Newage box here. Is the Devastator. You get product shots on the side. This is the combiner piece that it comes with. You get some other product shots on the back and more on the side. The short side, you get a little cartoon artwork of Devastator there and one right there, and that's pretty much it for the packaging. So as I said, here they are in vehicle mode, and in each of the individual videos I did put them into their Devastator mode, so I will try to do that here as well. So first up is Scavenger, and you're just gonna collapse the steam shovel there, and then he is pretty much ready to go, but you are gonna have to unpeg these bottom bits as well to connect them to the combiner piece. So that's Scavenger. And then Bone Crusher, he's pretty much all set too. You're just gonna collapse the seat and canopy like so, and then he is all set and ready to go. Scrapper, you're going to unpeg his arms from the side, flip them out and around, orient the hand so it's facing backward, gives you kind of a heel spur, and then you can see this little tab here just to connect them in. And then you're going to extend this, and then this little piece you can bring it down all the way and then push this piece back up like that. And that's Scavenger in his leg mode. You are going to have to, for him to untab these leg bits here so that you can connect him in to the leg like so. Long haul is pretty simple. You're just going to untab the dump truck portion, and then you're going to rotate down at the hips here 90 degrees, so he is just like that. Hook, you are going to extend his body. You can flip this piece down. You're going to slide this piece back as far as it can go. Get the hook out of the way. And then you want to rotate his hands down, and you can close his fists as well. And that gives you the clearance to bring this around, and then it's just going to plug in like that. And then finally, Mixmaster. He's probably the most complicated in my opinion. I'm not sure. You just struggle with it a little bit. You untab that, and then this cement mixer can extend, but then you have to kind of bring the whole assembly out here, unplug here, and you got to flip out his toe on each side. So we'll bring out the first one like so, and then bring out the other side like so. And then you can bring them back together. Actually, before you bring it back together, there's a heel spur too that you want to flip out. And it's pretty hard to flip out once you connect the legs together, so make sure you remember to do that. These out, then you can reconnect like so. keeping these heel spurs ready to go. And then you're going to connect these tabs, go into the bottom here like that, and then these purple and then the purple tabs in on the top here as well. You get it in there like that, and then just pull the heel spurs the rest of the way, and you are good to go with Mixmaster. So now we've got all the combining parts in place, and now what you get in this packaging is this. Now a lot of people I've heard think this is kind of cheating. You have the whole Devastator pretty much given to you, but all Devastators have been kind of like this, right? You're given the extension arm pieces, you're given the chest plate, you're given the head, you're given some kind of thigh pieces. They just have them all connected. If anything, the waist or torso area where long haul comes in, that's where maybe they've cheated a little bit. Now I did also get the upgraded ratchet, which is pretty cool. It gives you like a lot of clicks, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up and down, versus I think only a few that the original one had. So I recommend doing that replacement. Gives you a lot more articulation in the hips. I also did put batteries in, so you get the light up eye effect, which I highly recommend. I think he definitely needs that. And then he comes packaged with his gun, and that takes a battery as well, and you push the button and it'll start shooting and lighting up, and then you push the button again to turn it off. So pretty cool. I recommend it. I think it might have been L41s in the gun and L33. Different battery, smaller battery for the head than the arm. So now to combine him, I guess we could start with the legs. So like I said, we're going to take Scrapper. You can see he's got the little pegs or little slots right in the side of his leg there that are going to go into this mushroom peg here. So you just get both around it, plug it together, and then make sure the legs are connected back. Make sure this piece is situated, and should be good to go with Scrapper. Mixmaster, you're just gonna plug him in to these slots, and then this piece is going to connect in here to give him, to kind of anchor it. So then we've got Devastator standing, and again the heel spurs, I mean they do work for both of them. It's just you have to kind of get them a little situated how you to get him in that position. He does stand very well, and doing it on camera is always a little bit more of a challenge for him. Then to get the arms, this piece has to come up a little bit. Sorry, it's below the camera, but I was fixing it. So then Scavenger, you're gonna orient them this way, and you're gonna have to put these two pieces around the arm. It's kind of hard to show it and do it, but essentially we can get them to, well, hopefully I can get him. He just comes up and kind of straddles these tabs. I don't know if you can see it right there. And then he's hooked in like that, and you just bring the main piece back down. That's Scavenger hooked up. Bone Crusher just has two pegs that plug into the bottom of his body, like so. He's on. Then we can do long haul. Just push his body forward here, bring this up. And then you're just going to take him and shove him into the back. That. Push him down. You should be all set. And then you have to kind of raise this piece up, line it up to get it to catch the back of his truck. And this part can be a little finicky sometimes, just to get everything lined up. Come on. Almost. There we go. That hooks in there, and then you just close these up. And then finally, to get hook in, you're gonna place him up here. Kind of just sits in there, and then you're gonna bring up these arm pieces on both sides. Bring this down, or bring this down first. Bring the arm pieces up over top, and then close these little tiny tabs up here to lock it into place. And looks harder on the camera than it is. You can put this down, put that up, orient the chest properly, and make sure everything is plugged in right. And let's give him a little bit of a stance here so he can stand up. He can be a little back heavy with long haul, but it pretty much works. And then his gun pegs in nicely to the hand slot, close around his fist, and then we can raise this up a little bit and lower it, I guess. And there's Devastator. We'll zoom back a little bit so you can see the full figure and frame here. And it's really nice looking. It's really cartoon accurate in my opinion. And it has a nice presence on the shelf in the Newage scale. I did attach a Decepticon logo. It's a very small spot, so it's hard to find a good one. But yeah, the eyes light up, and then he does have a gimmick where you can actually do he has a second set of eyes here. If you lift up the visor, you can fold in the visor, bring this back down, and now he just has like single red eyes, which when the battery or the light's on, it looks cool, but when it's off, I think the eyes get kind of lost without having that visor brought down. So I recommend, I mean, you can do however you want, but I usually have the visor down when I'm doing it. And then, like I said, you have the light up function on and sound on the gun as well. Get in close here so you can see the details, but I almost wish they just did the metallic red eyes that they did on all the individual figures, because I'm not gonna always have the light on. I think it would look really sharp if they had it, similar to this little bit here, has that metallic red. But it's cool. He's got the, you know, nice purple, green, classic Devastator look. It's very, very trim from the side. Just have long hull kind of sticking out the back. The back looks good. And the other side. Articulation wise, the head can turn all the way around. It's on kind of, it has this nice wobble effect. He can look up a little bit, and then he can look way down, which is nice, because who's he going to look up to? Usually he's looking down. You get a waist rotation. You get an ab crunch. The arms can rotate all the way around. Whoop. Without losing bone crusher, hopefully. Get back on here. I just didn't have them pegged in very well, but yeah, the arms can rotate all around. You get a nice double jointed bicep, so you get plenty of thing. The hands are really nice. You get individually articulated fingers, and they feel kind of nice, and they're also on like a ball peg, each of the fingers, so you get, you know, you can have a wide hand. You can do all kinds of stuff with the hand. The legs, as I mentioned, you got the nice, lots of clicks in the ratchet. They can move forward and back on a friction joint. You do get a rotation at the thigh. The knee, you see like the piston in there when you move, and then he does have a double joint, like you get a ratchet joint, so he gets plenty of knee rotation, knee bend, that's on both sides. Nice, and you get the ankle rocker and a little bit of front back as well that you can position them. So yeah, it's very cool, and I'm liking this Newage line because it gives me the opportunity to get some of these larger combiners and bigger transformers that I just don't think I would have been able to fit on my shelf in the full size Masterpiece line. So part of the attraction is, you know, these figures are really cool, but just opens up, you know, new opportunities for, you know, expanding your collection. Quick size comparison. Here he is with Newage's David, their Optimus Prime, just so you get an idea. I think that's a pretty good scale. You know, he looks big and menacing and towers above. And here's, you know, Newage's Grimlock, you know, barely, not even up to his waist, which is nice. And then here's Newage Wheeljack. So just different size comparisons there, so you just kind of see. And obviously he looks really nice towering behind. So it was an exciting journey getting through all these Constructicons, and now the Devastator. Highly recommend this figure. They do have them in other colors, as most of the Newage do. But as always, thank you for watching these videos, subscribing to the channel. Feel free to leave a like or a comment, and I'll see you at the next video review. Thank you.